feature about television is the tremendous variety of...
Almost T-bone Valentino, and we are off. A good start from Morbidelli from pole. Rossi did not get away well. Here comes Miller on the Ducati, but what a lightning start from Franco Morbidelli on the Yamaha. He's going to fifth already as well.
Has Zarco got that Pramac Ducati deal signed yet? That's a big blow for Zarco and Ducati. Andrea Dovizioso down and out. What a howler by Zarco.
Incredible, isn't it? The champion one coming to the Suzuki's, Matt. What a start. Pol Espargaro goes through and Alex Rins. He made up so many places on that opening lap.
What the heck? He had a great scrap for the podium here last year. Now let's try and find out what happened into turn two.
Maverick Vinales just didn't get off the line very well. It's simple as that.
Oh, it's Petrucci. Petrucci lost control of his...
Will be his teammate in 2021.
Well, there's reacting to the mistake by Danilo, and then Dovizioso taken out. Nothing that Dovizioso could do. Second year in a row that Andrea Dovizioso has been wiped out.
He's not entertaining any cameras at the moment. Fastest lap of the race, Fabio Quartararo. Not seen him fire up thick. They had a Rins, Petrucci, Bagnaia, Oliveira in 10th. They had a Binder.
Quite a bit of work to do, isn't there, for Pol Espargaro to latch onto the back of Joan Mir again. 1.2 seconds, and here's close enough to even show Jack Miller his front wheel. Has he? Miller's doing a good job at the moment to be hanging into this podium fight, the victory fight still on that Pramac Ducati.
On board with Rossi. Onto the home straight we go to complete lap 5. It's as you were. Morbidelli, Rossi, Quartararo.
He could do, couldn't turn in. Quartararo snatches that second place.
Then Jarvis, the piercing eyes. He'll want all three of his men on the podium here today. Still, Espargaro then, Rins is up into 6th place.
Yeah, now what can he do with some clear track in front of him? Pol Espargaro has not had the rhythm.
He's losing a good chunk of time there to Jack Miller up ahead. Here comes Quartararo. Is he thinking about the move into turn 1? Not this time.
Yeah, half a second slower.
Valentino Rossi still well in touch though, just behind, not losing too much time. Miller as well, having a great run in the early stages. Keeping an eye on the trio of Yamahas up ahead in 2 or 3 laps time.
Yeah, it's going to be who can manage it the best, that's for sure. Even in these cool conditions, the rear tyre's going to be spinning, it's going to be sliding. Who's got the...
He's in 13th here, up ahead of Cal Crutchlow and then Maverick Vinales. What sort of lap have we got here from Fabio? 40.3, slightly quicker on that lap was Franco Morbidelli. He's just set his fastest lap of the race, and
47 last time for him. He's about 3 or 4 tenths away from where he needs to be right now, Mia.
Still no change out
of physical condition to be even in the race at this stage.
Maverick Vinales is lapping in the 141.3. He was doing allow Rossi to just drift back a couple of tenths, but then give him that edge at the end. Or is it because they genuinely believe that they're in a bit of bother?
Petronas Yamaha SRT boys ahead of him. He was slightly slower on that last lap, Rossi, by about a tenth. Quartararo was marginally the faster of the three. That's how much you've got to push right on the limit to pass a Ducati at the end of a straight. Final corner, Fabio Quartararo a bit loose and lively on his soft Michelin rear tyre. Miller's being swallowed up here by Mir. Mir was half a second place.
There's Joan Mir going closer and closer to Jack Miller. Now we know Joan Mir can keep in those 140s with
big movement on the rear tyres. He's on the gas coming out the final corner.
Shows you how strong that Ducati is. Coming up towards turn 4.
Rossi already in the first 2 splits on this lap number 15. Lap number 15 where we anticipate that there will be. I think it's going to be pretty hard for Franco Morbidelli to recover those 2 seconds now. That's the gap to him and Fabio Quartararo. And that's the championship gone, I think, as well for another Italian.
It could have been a fairy tale.
Mamma mia, that's what they're saying in the garage.
Valentino Rossi's hopes of victory. Breaking into turn 1. Change of direction and the front just gives way. Nyaya and Nakagami, they're lapping really well at the moment. They're lapping quicker than these guys out front. So it's now Quartararo here, and so disappointed is Valentino Rossi, dejected.
Yeah, you can see
gutted. He knows how much of an opportunity.
It's not really helping KTM at the moment. Miguel Oliveira, their best challenger, he's 9th. having a good battle with his future teammate Brad Binder, as he's now within striking distance of Franco Morbidelli. A case of what might have been then for Valentino Rossi. Bitter disappointment here in his 350th. You know, it's that left-hander, that treacherous turn 2. Look what the fans on the virtual wall made of it. Oh dear, careful, steady on, there's a few of them. Again, turn 2. The left-handers now are critical, absolutely critical, because the tyre wear and the cool temperatures mean turns 2 and 5.
A brilliant job, I have to say, because no one had him anywhere near a podium in terms of predictions. He's tried so hard to hold on to the Morbidelli. Joan Mir is still great at keeping the tyres, the Suzuki, as is Alex Rins in general with his riding style. Petronas Yamaha 1-2, factory Suzuki 3-4, Pramac Ducati 5-6.
Tyres, and it would be pretty embarrassing if he was to blow it from here now, Fabio Quartararo. Don't think he will do, to be honest. Hope that's not the commentator curse though.
6/10 a lap to be taken out of him for there to be trouble for Fabio. Here's a slow-mo replay of the race leader. He would love.
Guys, just a quick thought on Joan Mir. You know, since they changed to Mapping 3, I was waiting to see if...
As well, he's just fallen behind Cal Crutchlow and Maverick Vinales.
Yeah, the guys a bit further back down the pack, they're in danger of slipping into 143, so the
Joan Mir then charging through, surely into second place. There's defence coming from Franco Morbidelli, but he's helpless. Through goes Mir into second place from 13th place on the grid.
Yeah, that would be a recovery and a half. He's trying to dish out some more punishment here on Morbidelli. You can see Mir, he will have started together on a MotoGP podium together for the first time since Misano 2007, John Hopkins and Chris Vermeulen. Well, that run could be poised to come to an end. We're on the last lap shortly here in
Much Nakagami here might just fancy 5th place.
Franco Morbidelli on that last lap did a 43.3. His rear tyre has just completely given up the ghost. He was a second.
There's been some disappointment for the veteran Italians. This man is back to his best. An outstanding job done by Fabio Quartararo. He has a look over his shoulder, he sees Mir. He'll be happy that there's not ever Grand Prix here 2 years ago. He got his first ever podium here just 1 year ago. He's back to his best. He's on top of the championship again. Fabio fires up once more and wins here in Catalonia ahead of the 2 Suzuki.
What do you think of Fabio's ride?
Yeah, it's a great race. I know for the public maybe it's a bit funny one guy's way, but you see at the end they all ride on eggs.
It's 3 podiums on the trot for Joan Mir, and great to see Alex Rins on the podium for the first time this season. Of course, it was a rotten start to 2020 for him with that broken humerus bone.